In 1972, if you was a working feller and you needed a good truck, you probably bought something like this. 72 F350 dually, custom, you know, work truck, basic, V8, 4-speed. You know, that's what you needed to get the job done. So I picked this one up a while back, and I want to try to get it running. Now, whether or not that'll happen, I don't know. It's pretty rough. Believe it or not, this is actually a one-owner truck. I bought it from the original owner's family, and it looks pretty bad, but it's actually pretty solid. So let's take a walk around this thing and see what we've got. So like I said, 72 F350 dually. You can see them dual wheels back there, and it's definitely been worked. I think they might have tried to push something with it at one time, but it's not, as far as rust and everything, it's not terrible. Let me see, here's something that a lot of young people don't know nothing about: split rims, and those can really hurt a feller. So looks like somebody was bored, tried to throw bricks through the window. Got cab lights, 3 of them. Like I said, you can see there's not much rust in this truck. The bottoms of the doors right there, and then right there, it's not terrible. And I'll tell you what I was really excited about. These are the factory mirrors from Ford, and you can just barely see there's Ford stamped in them right there. So we may try to clean them up. And glass ain't broke, so that, and where this was sitting at and what all had happened to it, that's pretty remarkable. So, you know, drip rails ain't bad, top of the cab's not bad. You can see this is what you would have called a cab and chassis truck back in the day, and what they call it today, but I don't think they really used that term back then. And you know, still got split rims on the back, and it's definitely been used. It was mostly used for masonry work, laying block and brick, stuff like that. Well, it's been sitting a while, but I got a little rot back here in the bottom, but that's not terrible. See, it got a little skin up here on the side, a little rust down here in the bottom of the fender, and right here you can see it a lot better. You can see the oval that goes around the Ford. So these are the factory Ford mirrors, and glass ain't broken this side neither. So but it's not terrible. And you can see you know, nowadays we just put a new sticker on, but back in they'd get a new plate, and that's 1, 2, 3, 5 plates stacked on this thing. And the last one, 1992. So that's been sitting for what, 33 years. Wow. So this thing's been sitting 33 years. And like I said, it's got a little damage, but it's alright. A little dent in the hood. Now, I'm sure a lot of you patina guys are probably digging this, and you know, if I was looking to do a patina truck, this one is about perfect. But I want to see how much, we may try to see how much of this paint will come back. So I'll tell you what, let's jump in the cab and see what we've got going on in there. Well, looks like got good door cards. That might, well, they move. Not very good, but armrest ain't in terrible shape. I think that no word been chewed on a little bit. This ain't in bad shape. Oh, yeah, I think the rat got to it a little bit. All old trucks had them back in the day before everybody went crazy. Hey, we got keys. Nothing. Let's see if we can even see the mileage on this thing. I can't see. I'll try to figure that out later. Register's 100. Will this truck do that? I doubt it. Like I said, got a 4-speed. There's third, there's fourth. Oh yeah, there's first. That's when you bust your knuckles on the dash. Got radio. So even though this was a custom, it comes with a radio. That's surprising. By the looks of everything else on this truck, the guy sort of just got the bare basic. Seats long gone. Oh, I bet them held the bed on. Yeah. Yeah. There was supposedly a flatbed on this at one time. And I'd say that's what held the bed on. What's this? Ford. It looks like that might be to the clutch rod, maybe? That's cool. Let's see. Well, there's the... Yeah. Let's see what else we got in here. More bricks. It's kind of funny, this was a truck used for blocking brick, and that's what they used to bust the windshield out. An extra fan. That may not be good. Let's see. Got an air cleaner. Well, now wait a minute. That is not the motor that's in this. At least what I was told. A 400 wouldn't even have come in this truck. Well, interesting. Well, at least we got a fuel tank. Let's see. How that. Oh yeah, that. Yeah, that tank is probably shot. Well, let's jump on the other side and see what we've got over there. Let's see. Well, hang on. That's the clutch. Uh-oh. Clutch sort of sticks. Don't come all the way back up. That may be a problem. And I'm definitely not going to hit that brake pedal. Not yet. Alright. Let's go to the other side. This door's a little stiffer. I can grease that. Yeah. It's got to the dash pad pretty good. Apparently he was a coffee drinker. And well, good place to keep your nails. Oh, wait a minute, wait. I can't tell what that's from. Looks like a hammer handle. What's that? I don't know. Well, let's see what have we got in here. Is that from a stockyard, or what is these? Oh. Look at that. Selstrom safeguard. What is that? Oh. Ain't much left in there. Well, there's the rest of the headliner. Good. Alright, so got air cleaner. Oh, look there. Still got the factory numbers on it. Good night. Whew. Looks like he was having electrical issues in his house. Band-aids. Probably gonna need them. So, what is this? I don't know what that is. Some kind of electrocapacitor thingy, liquorator, I don't know. Reflector. Oh, sunglasses. Yep, haven't been used. Well, let's look under the hood and see what we've got under there, because it should not have a 400 in it. Matter of fact, let's go look at the VIN and see what that tells us. Alright. Down here, you can see you got a F37, which means a F350, Y. And Y means 360. So, why is there a 400 air cleaner in here? See what I done there? I don't know. Let's pop the hood and see what we got. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely not a 400. That's a 360. Ow! Little thorny things. Well, it looks like everything's here other than the air cleaner. We've got plug wires, and they're attached to something down in there. Well, let me, well, just get on in here and look. Alright. Now, to anybody that knows FEs, which is 352, 360, 390, 427, 428, okay? You can see the head stops right here, and the intake starts, and the valve cover goes over top of the intake. That's a clear sign to tell if it's a FE or not. And FE means for Ford Edsel, okay? So, now down here, you can see, that says 60, says 68 352. Now, as far as I understand, all these blocks were stamped 352 because they're all based off 352. So, and from what I can tell, this looks to be the original motor to this truck. I don't see any signs of it being changed out, so more than likely this is a 360. And it being in a ton, more than likely. Highly unlikely it's a 390. Most people will say it's a 390. Will say they have a 390, and 9 times out of 10 they got a 360. So, but you can see it's all here. Looks like the plug wire's been chewed on by some maces. Oh yeah, that's got, yeah, it's definitely been chewed on. Will we have wiring problems? Likely. Let's see. There's the carburetor. Oh, that's froze up solid. Well, let's see if will it turn over? Hey, look there. Hey, that turns over. Well, that's a really good sign. I was not expecting that at all. That's great. Okay, so that's good. Has it got oil? A lot of it. And it's like water, almost. Not really. Anyways, well, at least it's got oil. And it's full, so that's good. I wonder if there's anything. There we go. Anything in there? Can't tell. Let's see. Well, I smell antifreeze. Let's see. We can get. Now there's none at the top. So but I can smell it. So maybe there's a little bit in here. Hopefully. Hopefully it's not frozen busted. Okay. Well, them belts will probably last about 2 rotations before they break and fly off and hit me in the face. It's got all hoses been chewed on, so those will have to be replaced at some point. Man, they just been whittling away at it. It's making progress. Okay, so it's got power brakes. And I say that's so weird because here's the thing, it's got drum front brakes, and from everything that I know about these trucks, when you went to a 350, you got disc on the front. And this being a 72, which is the last year of the bump side, it should have had disc, which would make you think that he just got the cheapest option possible, but it's got power brakes and has a radio. So kind of a unique option truck. So, but oh, it's like we had some friends at one time. Yeah, hood's in good shape. And we got that's ground. There's the, oh, okay, there's the hot wire. Okay. They might work. I don't know. Let's have to see. Well, we've got everything here, so let's see what we can do. There's a 15/16 bolt on this. Let's see if we can get a full. That's compression right there. Yep. Wait a minute. Let me make sure this thing is in neutral so it can spin. Okay, now we're neutral. Oh yeah, that's nice, sir. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay. Well, we've got full rotation. And that oil, lot of gas. A lot of gas. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of gas. Probably, probably 10-30. So let's I guess let's put a battery on it and see if we've even got, see if the key even works, or if we're gonna have to hotwire it. So let's do that. Okay. Block of wood, hot wire, ground cable. That's, let's get this out of here. Go. Good night. Okay. Now, that'll do for now, I guess. Let's see. Okay, it can't go back up. Where's that piece of wood at? Maybe that's why it was in here. There. Now, let's get her wired up. Okay. Where'd that go? Oh. Okay, let's see. Yeah. There's no explosion yet. Well, let's go turn the key. See if anything happens. Contact. Hey. That don't sound good. Well, at least it turns over, but sounded like there was a little something wasn't right there. Is it a connecting rod? I don't know. Okay, well, key works. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna take this old fuel line off going to the tank, and then we may go ahead and plumb into our gas can and see if this will pump fuel. So let's do that. Okay, I think this is 1/4 inch. Yeah, let's take it loose. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Get as many thorny things out of the way. You should have seen this thing when we drug it out. All these little thorny vines. I mean, it had briars all over the truck. It was ridiculous. Okay, that might have to be cut. Okay, that's loose. Now maybe this one. Ah, still ain't coming off. Okay. Well, guess we'll just have to cut it. Okay. Now, can you get the hose clamp off her? And that's the thing, it spins. Yeah, it's spinning on there. Ah, you cantankerous little thing. Well, see if we can just take the whole thing off. There. Now, we can split that line and get her off there. Leave that right there. And then that should come off. There we go. Now, funny how them old lines just hang in there. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and... Ooh, that looks like it might be a 3/8. Should be a 5/16. Let's see. Here's a little short piece of hose, 5/16. And I'll be darned, that's 3/8. Well, maybe with this being a big block, they run 3/8 line instead of 5/16. Could be it. I should have done this when we first started. Well, we're not getting no. Grab another can. All right. Now, there we go. Go ahead and loosen all that up. I should have done that, but okay. Now, half. Okay. Where it might get me some bite on it. Oh, there's a hood hinge right there. Yeah. Ah. All right. Now we'll do this just to see if the fuel pump's still working. And that'll tell us which. I'm gonna fill the carb. Once we see about that. Okay. Now, Now you keep a watch on that, we'll see if it pumps. And that is a 3/8 fitting on that pump, but I put a 5/16 fuel line. I just took a little bit of engine oil and went around the end of the hose and slid right on. Contact. Well, no fuel just yet. I'll tell you what, let's pull a plug, see what that looks like, and we'll see if we're even getting any far. Probably just pull off this side, and them should be, yeah, they're big plugs. 13/16. Okay. That's pretty easy. Alright. Well, it's definitely burnt, but it's not. Ugh. I guess for what it is, it's not terrible. Okay. I thought I felt some heat coming off that, but Motorcraft BF42. BF42s. Well, they don't look bad, but I've definitely seen worse. So let's see. I'll fire off right there. Now you all watch that really good and tell me what happens. Alright, hopefully y'all caught that, but we do have spark, so that's very good. Especially considering the shape of the plug wires and all that, so that's very good. We're getting good signs so far. Okay, now I'm just going to pour some fuel down in the carb and see if it'll do anything, because that's still, yeah. Probably going to have to rebuild that carburetor, but let's see. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. There's actually a spider crawling out of the back right now. Well, now I didn't think about that. Put the line back, tighten it up. Well, at least that should help backfill the pump. So maybe that'll get it to come around. Okay. Now let's do this again. Well, okay. Now let's give her a little. Perfect. See if it'll fire. Almost. Close. Oh, it's so close. It's wanting to. Come on. That throttle's going to give us a problem because it needs. You open the choke up a little bit, maybe that'll help. We're so close. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to open that choke up all the way because it don't seem like it wants any of that. Okay, let's see. easier if we had a throttle. Let me put something in that. That throat's solid. Okay, well here's the deal. If we could get the thing to sit here and idle enough to get it get it warmed up a little bit, then it should sit here and run even without a throttle. But without being able to work the throttle linkage and give it some more air and keep it going, that's the problem we're running into. So, and I don't want to bend too hard on this stuff, because it'd definitely be easy to bust something. Or see, that's froze solid. I don't know. I guess we'll just keep trying it like we're doing and force feeding it, and see if we can get it set here and idle enough. So just keep at it. Okay, I think I figured out the problem. I think we're losing 12 volts because you turn the key on, it'll sit there and run for a minute, shut off. And it's getting, when you go to start it, it's wanting to rev up and idle up and everything, and it dies. So I'm thinking we're losing 12 volts because we're not running out of fuel in the carb. So what I've done, run a jumper wire from the hot side of the coil to the hot side of the battery. So now we've got constant 12 volts to the coil. So let's try this, see what happens. Okay, well, maybe we're not losing 12 volts. Well, have we got a ground problem? Maybe something's grounding out. Yeah, just keep trying it. See, you can tell it acts like you just cut the key off. Well, it runs, just not very long. Well, I believe it's definitely an electrical issue. So I'm going to start digging through all these wires and see if I can find anything that looks suspicious. A little sneaky. So y'all hang in there. Let's see what happens. Okay, I might have figured out the issue. And it's a common issue on these. So now watch when I touch this. Sounds like you're trying to tune out a tune guitar. Well, look at there. Okay. And the reason I know it's that is because I stuck my hand on it while trying to hook it to the positive, and you can feel it in there. Something, either a relay or whatever that is. I can't remember what they call that. So that may be our problem. So might just have to get a new one of those and try it, because I do know those are common problems on these. It's sort of like the Duraspark was on the dent sides. So that may be our problem. So I'll fiddle fart around with it and make sure there's no wires getting grounded out under that mess. And but that may be the problem, that little box right there. So I'll let you know what I find.